Hello my lovely friends and family. This is my monthly update for the month of November. I'm currently sending you a video from the mechanics because I have to have a couple things done to my car. Moses, these things happen, but Moses needs just a little bit of fixing. So I'm making the most of this time to make my video, my monthly update video. But I have had, wow, it's been a really beautiful month actually. I'm really excited because I'm going to Ecuador for Christmas, and that was quite unexpected actually, but I'll get to see my lovely family and we'll be able to celebrate together. And Stephen's going to the Netherlands too, so it's our last sort of Christmas before we're married, last holiday separate pretty much. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone. And yes, wow, what should I tell you? You know, I make these videos very spontaneously, so I end up sharing whatever comes out of me. This month I feel like God has really been teaching me who he has made me, and I've been asking him to show me what aspect of his nature he has called me to reflect and represent on the earth. And it's funny because, you know, we're thinking of leaving BSSM soon, and we're not in this environment forever, and that it's important to know where you're headed, and even more than that, who you are and why you're on this earth. And I've known sort of who I am, you know. I know I'm loved and but God has made us with a specific calling. Like, he has placed us on this earth to represent parts of his nature that only we can represent. And so there's more to it than just, oh, you know, I'm his daughter. Like, there's actually a specific calling on my life and a specific part of who Jesus is that he wants me to represent. And so the other night, I'd been asking the Lord for this for a while, but the other night I was praying and I asked Jesus, I need you to encounter me like you encountered Paul on the way to Damascus, and like you encountered my leader Haley Braun when you broke the fear of man off of her and you gave her the life message of breaking fear of man. And you know, I need you to meet me in a way that will set me on the track of who I am and what I'm made to do. And I've been asking Jesus for this, and I was in worship, and all of a sudden he met me, and I felt this like weight of his spirit fall on me, and I just knelt down weeping. And my friends carried me home. They took me, well, they didn't carry me all the way home. They carried me to the car and drove me home and placed me on the sofa. And as I was sitting there crying, I was just crying. I asked God again, God, meet me in a way that I'll know who I am, who you've made me to be. And he said, okay. He said, it won't look like those other people's encounters though. It will look like yours. And I was like, yeah, please, Jesus. And my friends had left at that point. I was just crying on the sofa alone, and all of a sudden the doorbell rang and a friend of mine walked in, and she came up to me and she just took my shoes off, and I was wearing these big boots. She took my shoes off and she laid my feet on the bed, not on the bed, on the sofa, and she put a blanket on me. And I heard the Lord whisper, this was me. And man, like, it wrecked me. I just started crying, And God started speaking to me, and he said, Shannon, I have put you on this earth to be so ridiculously loved, to be so offensively loved, and to be so lavished in my goodness. He said to me, Shannon, I know you want to do hard things for me, and I am honored. And then he said, but I don't want that for you. He said, I want your testimony to be that of one who is so ridiculously loved. And I saw this image of myself decked out in jewelry, and I was, I was decked out in jewels. I was covered in gems and treasures, and people were looking at me, and when they saw everything I had, they came to me and they gave me more. And they started giving me all these gifts, and it was offensive. Like, it didn't make sense. It was so bizarre. And I felt like God was saying, hey, I want people to see my goodness in the way I give to you. And that is what I want you to represent of me. How offensive my love is. How offensively loved you are. And I'm just crying because I'm like, God, why? Like, what an honor, but also why? Like, that you would choose to show yourself through me in that way. Like, that is so beautiful and so beneficial to me too. I don't know, it's just actually crazy. And so I really felt the weight of that. It was really precious. And I'm still processing what that means, but I know that he's revealing to me who he has made me to be. And it's a lot more simple and a little bit more, it's more beautiful than I could have chosen it to be. And it's a lot more simple. That the way he wants me to represent him on this earth is all about receiving rather than doing anything. Yeah, it's wild, guys. So that has been my highlight this month. I think he's just been talking to me about his abundance as a father. And yeah, I wanted to share that with you all. I love you so much. Thank you all for supporting me. I met my second deadline to Hawaii, which is amazing. I've only got about 1,500 left to raise, so that's so cool. And I'm really grateful to you all. I love you lots, sending you big hugs. Mwah. Until next time.